Desperate scenes at Kamal Edwan Hospital in Jabalia, as dozens of injured people were brought in after a crowd rushed aid trucks in the early hours of this morning and were reportedly shot by Israeli soldiers.
What happened was that yesterday we received information that aid would be dropped in the Nabulsi roundabout area. All the people from the northern Gaza Strip were there with us, heading to the same place. Then, at 5 to 4, we were surprised by Israeli tanks that came out and opened fire on people randomly and directly. Immediately afterward, all we found were martyrs, the injured and the wounded scattered on the ground in a chaotic and horrifying manner.
The dead and injured were transported by donkey cart and stretcher along the beach road where the truck convoy had been moving. It seems more likely that they were victims of small arms than tank rounds, probably fired from a nearby Israel Defense Forces checkpoint. The IDF has a different version of events. They've released edited drone footage that they say shows people climbing over the trucks, and claim that the motionless people on the ground died in a stampede or by being run over. They say later, in a separate incident, their soldiers shot people who refused to turn back when warned not to approach a checkpoint. This contradicts eyewitness reports. Some of the injured were taken to Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza City. Their testimony and that of other eyewitnesses is similar to those at Kamal Edwan Hospital.
We ran towards the food aid to get some. The soldiers and tanks fired at us. The people in the front and the back were shot, some in the hand, others in the legs. We left the food aid and ran.
An injured man at Al-Shifa Hospital says they were shot at twice.
After they stopped shooting, we went back to get our aid. By the time I got flour and some canned goods and took it down from the truck, they shot at us. They shot me, and the truck driver left and ran over my leg.
Social media footage shows that similar recent convoys have been mobbed too. People are desperate to get food for their hungry children. The police no longer dare guard aid trucks because they fear Israel will target them as part of Hamas. No wonder law and order is breaking down. The hospitals treating today's victims are barely functioning. Medical supplies like food are scarce, partly because Israel isn't allowing enough in, especially to the north of the Strip, and partly because of the lack of security for aid convoys. You can be shot, or starve, or succumb to your injuries. So many ways to die in Gaza.